No, I was just gonna say something that was funny about it.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port, the three amigos, and I believe Riley's desk debut.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
On the desk.
I think it's your second time, actually. No?
Oh, like my first week, I was on the desk.
I'm pretty sure it was
okay.
like day one. I threw him on the desk.
Oh, and I wasn't here.
Yeah,
That's what.
yeah,
Okay,
you were
gotcha.
in
So
Punta
with me,
Cana or something.
No.
I
was
came in. Tony was
California.
like, "You're on the desk."
Yeah.
On the desk
No, I
today.
remember like pulling up. I was like, "Oh yeah, the show's live right now." I'm on vacation. All of a sudden, I see someone with the Red Sox app. I'm like, "What are we doing?" Like nobody said anything to me.
Oh.
And then here
No
we are.
warning.
Who would have known?
Yeah.
Who would have known how well it would have worked out, right?
Yeah,
Tony?
it worked out very well, dude.
Yeah. How's everybody doing today, though?
I'm doing great, dude. Beautiful day, a little chilly this morning, nice 30-degree weather.
Did you run?
I went for a run today.
Oof. Isn't he crazy? He runs with shorts and it's 30 degrees out.
Actually,
in moccasins.
I wasn't wearing moccasins on my run. I was wearing my running shoes. I wore gloves and a winter hat today, hoodie, and then shorts.
Everything okay?
Yeah, honestly, my hands. I think my head was a little sweaty too, like a little too much.
Okay.
Overdressed, I think a little bit, but it was a great run, dude.
Yeah. You're glad you got it in. Glad the ankle's okay after that little snafu
Stop
yesterday.
it, stop.
It's third down. It's third down. But a lot to get to on Wednesday, though, here. Not Thursday, Tony. Let's get to some comments.
With the comments first, baby. All right, here we go. Josh B. Early and often.
Let's go!
He wants us to have a day, baby. Rep the company, rep DTV, rep the Sports Port. Jay Bird says, best sports show in America. You guys make my day. That's so nice of you, Jay. And then Kev Do, let's go. We want all the smoke. He says a little too late for you. Hashtag rep the company, rep DTV, rep the Sports Port. I keep it up. I keep it a buck, he says. Mexican flying. And then, oh, nice. Hashtag TCA as well. Jay Bird says, I'll be a lost soul wandering YouTube without the Sports Port. Hashtag Mexican flan. Let's go, dude. He goes, Kev, dude. Yo, Tony, I'm working in Staten Island on Holland Ave by the docks.
Well, he didn't
baby.
say Staten. He said Stankin.
I just assumed that was like a typo, honestly. You know?
Nah, Tony.
Is that a
Tony.
typo? A slip of the thumb?
I know. This is one of those. I know you're ahead of it. Stop
Come on,
that.
dude. But you know what, dude? You're lucky to be on the island. I wish I was there, dude. Miss it dearly. Matt Ryan says, let's go, Jets. He says, I think Zach Wilson can beat the Bills. He has to stay on this team. Brian.
The drinking? Right?
I guess, yeah, right. Maybe hitting the Bloody Marys early, a little bit of hashish
Yeah,
today.
I mean, he
too,
never
dude.
talks like this. But then again, you never know with Buffer,
Buffer Matthew Ryan, but I mean, good, Matt Ryan. Glad to have you in here today, being positive and stuff. Kevin says, Matty Ice, please stop with the Zach Wilson
and
talk.
respect the Raider name.
Respect the obviously that's
Yeah.
Come on, dude. And Derek Ho's corner says hi there. Hey, Derek Ho.
Hi, Derek.
Matt Ryan says at KevDo, it's all on the Sports Talk in New York and New Jersey radio. Danny V though,
Let's go!
the company in the building. He says, "Yo, Brooklyn Nets with that W." He's hyped about it.
Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah, you're hyped about it, dude.
No, Ben Simmons is
Injury.
out for like the 100th time in the last.
Yeah, but you
2
said
years.
it like you said like you were hyped. You're like, oh yeah, Ben
But
Simmons.
The Nets. Wait, who did they beat last night?
No clue.
It was like kind of an upset though. I feel because they're without Cam Thomas.
A little in-season tournament win
as
for
well.
them.
I know
see,
Bernie's
dude.
fired up. I think we already talked about this, but I was saying when
They
the
beat the
Magic.
Magic, dude, by 20
okay
points.
when I was at the Islander game with him, he was explaining to me that for him the Nets is like the Yankees for me, type of deal.
Okay.
So he's just like
He said it,
locked
Magic.
in, which is
Yeah.
kind of different because
Yeah.
I haven't really. I don't know about you, but I don't have anybody I know that basketball is number one.
I know like a couple. I would say
That's it.
I'm probably basketball 1.
You seem like an honest. You seem really into the ball, dude.
But
But I feel like it's very close.
I'm
for
very.
you.
It's not like a
There's-
big discrepancy.
Yeah.
Like it's like I follow every Boston sports team intently.
yeah, intently.
Yeah, so I
a
thought
word?
that's interesting.
Yeah.
But this is awesome. We got basically everybody's in the building this
Yeah,
morning.
I mean, when Danny V said the company in the building, he was not lying.
They knew what
Great company.
great company, love the company. Matt Ryan also in the building, so they cut Michael Carter. I hope it sends a message to the New York Jets. And then speaking of the company, Hot Take Johnny says, "Let's go."
Haven't heard from him
Shout out to
actually.
the company. Shout out to
Great to have him here.
TV. Thank you, Robert. Kevin says no typo on the stankin' island. Hot Take Johnny. Knicks tonight getting back on track. He says
They have to.
Kev Du says Nets are bums. The chairman of the company, Lonnie. He says, "Let's go. Good morning, gentlemen. Always good to tune into to more greatness after listening to greatness from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Let's go, Knicks. Riley at the desk. Let's get to it. Rep the company, rep DDV." And then Danny V comes in and says, "Kev, shut your mouth."
I saw Lonnie taking some swings at you early in the morning. Here, Tony.
Oh yeah, well that was actually last night.
Are you talking about when you were missing?
Yeah, the milk carton, dude. Yeah, he posted that last night.
It was funny. I was thinking about that though, and for the people that I guess aren't as educated as us, Tony, they actually might have taken that seriously. You know
There's
what I mean?
no way, dude. I mean, that was seriously the milk carton.
I don't
dude?
know.
I don't know. It didn't
The milk carton's a little crazy.
Yeah, what an edit, dude.
Graphic design
Yeah.
major.
I was just thinking about this. Did you see or listen to like the Stump Rothenberg section this morning? Or not?
Some of it.
Did you hear the one where it was, I think, Heisman? Like there were 3 players that have won the Heisman, won a Super Bowl, and then been in the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit! No, I didn't see that.
And I didn't know like you were allowed to do this, but like his first guess was wrong, and then he just like kept going, and then it was considered right. Like I didn't know that was how it worked. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It gets a little hairy when you have like those multi-part, like multi-answers. You know, when like people want to name me the 7 quarterbacks that did it or whatever. But yeah, sometimes it's just how it rolls.
That's
why
one of those
you got a
questions.
little like you were kind of like, what the fuck is this about?
Well, I mean, I think it's just wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I think that
it's
part
everyone's
wasn't
shot.
acknowleded. I don't know.
You should have called in, dude. Just
I
call
was
in tomorrow.
thinking
Dude,
about that.
like, what the fuck, dude?
But it was one of those questions. I feel like none of us would have gotten it. So he guessed Roger Staubach, who was a 10th round draft pick. So
Nice.
and it's first pick Heisman Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's what. Didn't I just say that or no?
That's what
Yeah.
you said. Yes.
Okay,
I'll take Johnny. Just confirming.
So it was all like old time guys.
Mhm.
Earl Campbell, O.J. Simpson, and Paul Hornung. There's no way we would have gotten that.
No.
No, not a shot.
But it's crazy that's been that long since that's happened.
Yeah.
Because the first thing I thought of was Peyton Manning, but he didn't win the Heisman, which is kind of nuts.
I feel like number 1 picks back then were just like always hit.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, it's just so hit or miss.
Like you're almost like better off not being the number 1 pick.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Just thinking about like in somewhat recent memory, but definitely like immediate, like Trevon Walker. I feel like he's gonna have a tough time living up to that. Bryce Young obviously hasn't got off to a good start. Jadeveon Clowney, definitely has well under exceeded
That was a crazy
expectations.
career.
That's just a couple off the rip, but I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a lot of pressure, right, Tony?
Well, like,
no, maybe like the human race is declining a little bit, just like a whole.
I think it has something to do with
Like that was just like weird. I don't know what that was.
What do you
The
mean, dude? I mean,
teams
it's just
are
like,
awful.
it's going down.
like the first pick's always an awful team.
True.
Then you have to build around the
Right.
guy. And if you don't have a GM that can build around the guy, and if
Right.
he's not the guy, first of all, he has to be the guy. And then you have to build around if you want to win a Super Bowl. So
But do you think you think it's more so the team around the guy, not the pick himself?
No, I'm always gonna lean with the player himself.
The player, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, do you think that over these, I guess, couple of decades where first overall picks were slapping, and now they're not so much, you think that the talent pool is regressing?
Well,
a little
it's
bit,
bad
or?
scouting. In a perfect example, like we were just talking about Trevon Walker. The whole reason the Jags made that selection is because they thought he fit their scheme better than Aiden
Right.
Hutchinson. But
Mhm.
the difference between those two guys, I mean, how
Yeah.
could you even get like? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if 10% of general managers would have made that pick, honestly. And of course, that was when Urban Meyer was the coach, and just wasn't a
Urban
smart
Meyer, dude.
move. Talk about a disaster, Tony.
the bar.
at the
Go to
bar.
Wait, that happened when we were
dude.
doing this,
At
right?
the bar.
Like doing this
The show.
podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. Yeah.
No, we did like a full breakdown, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched the video and everything, dude.
Yeah.
And we did break it
Yeah,
down where like
interesting
he was
one.
dancing with the girl because the girl said that he didn't want to dance, that she didn't want she didn't want him dancing with her or whatever. But I mean, it seemed
it seemed
like she was dancing on him, dude. Urban Meyer.
It was. She was like on
I mean,
his
I'd
lap.
be dancing on Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
He was sitting down at the bar. And she was on
Yeah.
his lap.
Yeah. Couple
So,
cocktails.
a couple cocktails, dude.
Talking about it, sleeves balls, huh?
Honestly, wait, us or him?
Him.
Yeah, Urban Meyer. Yeah, you're married with children, and you're also a freaking celebrity, you dumbass. Like, you think no one would notice that?
Yeah.
But I think maybe he just doesn't care. I
Maybe
don't
he was
know.
just that pop, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
But I just want
Forget
to
who
take
you
a
are.
look here, recent number one picks. So, starting with, last year, Bryce Young, Trevon Walker. So right there, I think those, still up in the air. Trevor Lawrence obviously was great. Joe Burrow, great pick. Kyler Murray, to be determined. Baker Mayfield, obviously not worth number one. Could have had Josh Allen. Myles Garrett, great. Jared Goff, kind of busted, but now is, redeveloped himself in a different situation. Jameis Winston, clearly not worth it. Jadeveon Clowney, I would say, definitely very underwhelming. Eric Fisher, underwhelming again. Luck, great. Newton, great. Sam Bradford, underwhelming. Stafford, great. Jake Long, probably not worth number one, but
No.
decent. And then Jamarcus Russell, Mario Williams, Alex Smith. So I think it's 50% at best on the hit rate, huh?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's kind of
definitely
tough,
now.
dude. It is pretty tough.
So it's just, I don't know. I say this relentlessly, but it's just like, if I was ahead of any team in any sport, I just feel like I would just put as many resources as possible into the drafting. And also I would just have this mindset, forget the scheme, forget the needs, and just always take the most talented player.
Yeah.
Because they'll figure it out. If they're that talented, they'll figure it out. Don't worry about the scheme or the need.
Yeah.
If you're reaching, like, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is like Daniel Jones to the Giants 6 overall, when everybody knew he might not even go in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad pick.
So bad people, Tony, right?
Bad people.
So a lot to get to. We're gonna start actually with the last event here on the fall series on the PGA Tour, the RSM Classic. So the last chance for these guys, to kind of position themselves for these elevated events next season. Not a strong field, but definitely some golfers, who have, some standing on the PGA Tour. Obviously, the guy that's going to stand out, your Open champion from last year, Brian Harmon, leading the way here on the power rankings. You got Eric Cole, Justin Suh, Ludwig Adberg, JT Poston, last week's winner, Camilo Villegas, Corey Connors, Alex Noren, Russell Hanley, Taylor Pendrith, Matty Schmid, JJ Spawn, Adam Svensson, Ashke Bahadia, and Ryan Palmer, as well as Chris Kirk, Matt Kuchar, and Cam Young. So, not anybody that's in the top 5, but at the same time, definitely some guys who have won bigger events before.
You like the pool players.
I
Respectable.
think for a fall event, I mean, it's not bad.
It's not awful.
And the way this tournament works, it's split between 2 courses for the first 2 rounds. I guess the Sea Island Golf Club, hosts it, and it's the Seaside and the Plantation. And I believe the Seaside, is where they play the final rounds here, at rounds 3 and 4. And this is on St. Simon's Island in Georgia. And if you look at the history of this event, it goes back to 2010. Usually, you're well under par here. Last year was 19. The year before that was 22. 3 19s in a row. And then a 21, a 17, and a 22. So clearly, these guys, are playing this course well. It measures out on the Seaside course at just over 7,000 yards, which is pretty short, I guess, for the PGA. And then the Plantation 7160. Adam Svensson won last year, and he's in the field again. And Brian Harmon, who's the number 1 contender here, was part of a 3-way tie for second place. So, I think we're going to see a lot of scoring out there. And Tony, if you could, I think this is actually on. Is this on PGA 2K?
This
The
course?
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like it might be.
What's the name of the course?
I mean, I don't.
It's
look it up.
Sea Island Golf Club.
I've been playing the new one. I don't play the 2K one anymore.
Oh, so the one that's only on next gen?
Yeah,
How is it?
it's sick.
A lot better?
Well, I
or
mean,
no?
no. I mean, it's not better if you want to play online or like the course creation, but the career mode with like 30 real like courses in it, it looks better. They have players you can play.
Oh,
like,
and then like, so are the season events? There's no made up courses. They're all real.
no,
courses?
they're all real courses.
Okay, and then the Masters is in it.
Masters they have Masters.
How did they
branding.
do with that?
Really good.
Yeah.
They have all of them. They have and the branding change, like the broadcast. You have like it's sick.
Oh, okay, because I
So-
do think like 2K23, the career mode got so
Yeah.
like it just they didn't change anything from the last one.
No, if you're an
almost.
offline gamer, like if you're an offline career mode guy, the EA version is superior.
You have it on PS5 or Xbox?
PS5.
Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty sick, dude.
That's nice. That's nice. Oh, what do we got here, Tony?
I don't see it.
Okay,
this is the
but can
list
we
here.
pull it up though? I haven't even seen the course.
Oh, yes, of course. Hold on, stand by here. Let's see if they have a little flyover, baby.
Thought you were gonna say Mexican flan for a second.
Are you kidding me right now, dude? I don't. Come on.
Oh,
whoa,
little
whoa,
mu-
whoa, whoa, whoa. How about
little
some music,
Can we get some
dude?
music,
Can we
Tony?
get some music? Here we go. Sea Island, baby. Full screen it. Bring her in. Here we go. Hole number 1, par 4, it says. Beautiful. Whoa. Drone work. A little quick here. Oh.
Well, this looks like
Hole number 2,
uh,
par 4.
this looks like a video game. This is a video game.
Is it?
Yeah, look at the trees coming in the background. This
Looks like EA Sports.
this is graphics.
Tell
GS
me.
Pro course, Sea
G Pro,
Island,
GS
Seaside
Pro?
course, flyover. What's GS Pro? Anyone?
I'm not sure.
It could be like a software. Something.
I think we need a better
Golf
tour than this.
simulator?
Golf
It's a
simulator.
Looks like we have a 7-minute tour here. This looks like
Oh,
this is from 15 years ago, boys. But
Uh,
if this is what you want right now, this is.
Wait, give me 1 sec.
I think it's gonna be tough to find one
You think so?
because this is not a very well-known course,
Has it been
not
like?
a well-known tournament.
Yeah, I was just saying that well-known tournament, right? Sometimes they have like good. Yeah, this is all like designed by Jay Pruitt. I think this is all.
This
like,
is probably a tournament where I will get all the information from this tournament through social media.
Think
Just like
so?
on Sunday, I'll get like a look who won. Probably not going to go out of my way to tune in unless they throw a couple of shekels on it
Are you gonna?
and have a guy. I probably will, like a small amount, and then have a guy maybe.
Yeah. Do you bet on sports often?
Yeah.
Now, like, are we talking like every night?
Yeah, probably every night.
Really, dude? What's your win ratio like?
5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, trying to break even. Good nights, like 7 out
That's
of
pretty
10.
good. I mean, you're around 500. That's I feel like you're sitting good.
Last
right?
night I was probably like 1 for 10.
Oh,
We just hit
That's not good.
Providence. We hit Providence and then we tried to keep going, but yeah, it's every night, but small.
small. Yeah, little $5
Like,
bets, $10 bets.
Yeah, my unit. I just keep my unit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to
5.
bet over your head, dude.
5, 10. No.
Yeah.
If you honestly, you will not lose money in betting if you just stay within yourself. Like
Mhm.
figure
yeah.
out your bankroll
Yeah,
and
yeah.
have your unit. In my position, it's $5. So if I want to throw 2 units, it's $10.
Right.
And just keep that, and you'll be fine.
You stick to your unit.
When
dude.
you get out of sync
Yeah.
is when everything goes
You're
wrong.
Yeah,
talking
you
about
wanna-
Tony getting into the sports betting.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough though for somebody who hasn't done it. It's tough to look them in the eye and say that's not a trap. You know.
Well, it's tough, but I mean, if you have people that
Mhm.
like it's a trap if you don't get any like recommendations and just go into it and you're throwing parlays, and you don't have a unit and you're
Right,
throwing like
Right.
more than your unit, then you're trying to get the money back with something that's not your unit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
that's when you fall into a trap.
Chasing. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
chase.
Can't chase. Just play
Play it simple.
it simple.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with winning the small wins. Like I won like $10 last night. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess we'd have to see how the money lines stack up. But judging by Tony's pick record, I
Yeah.
mean, I would think with hockey,
Yeah,
I mean, that
money
could be a
solid,
side
dude.
You'd
income.
be up pretty,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
What do you use to bet?
I use DraftKings.
And DraftKings, like you're allowed, like it'll work with like New York addresses and shit, or you,
No, because it's legal. It's legal in Connecticut.
right?
So, I mean, when I
No,
go
but
back
I
to
think-
Rhode Island, they don't have it.
No, but isn't
Right.
DraftKings is in New York though? Isn't it?
DraftKings in New York.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
New
it?
yeah.
Jersey.
So
Okay,
it
word.
doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
FanDuel
I
is
should just
too.
hop on it, dude.
And ESPN Bet just came out too, giving away $250 in free plays too. With a
Nice, dude.
referral
You gonna
code.
hop in there?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I'll look into it maybe later today.
Yeah, just look into it. Honestly,
Yeah.
if you want to get into sports betting without risking any money, get this app called Fliff. They give you $1 every day to bet with, and you have to try to work the dollar up to $50. And once you get to $50, you can take the money out. You
No
can't
shit.
take it out unless you get to 50. But they give you $1 every day. So you
Right.
do like $1 to win $3, and you'll get $3. Then you do
That's
a little
pretty sick.
parlay to win like $10, and you
Mhm.
just build it up. So if you want to get into it without risking
Fliff.
anything, Fliff.
I want that right now, dude. Let's go.
yeah. Let's go, right, Tony?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, it's fired up. I'm tired of this shit, dude.
So
By the way, hot take Johnny. Pretty
tight
tight.
about the golf.
Are we talking golf courses right now?
I thought he golfed. No,
I don't know. I don't think he does, dude. He doesn't seem like a golfing type.
really?
Yeah, really.
course-
I feel like he would
No?
golf with Daniel Jones occasionally. You know?
Well, I mean, I feel given the opportunity, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Daniel Jones, Lamar Jackson, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Deshaun Watson.
No, can't.
Yeah, we'll talk
Surgery.
about it.
Show up.
But what are you thinking here, Tony, for the RSM?
Oh gosh,
I know
dude.
I'm putting you on the spot.
You kind of are. a
Put him
little
on the
bit, dude.
spot.
Tough with the TV coverage, only 3 hours a day.
That's crazy.
Golf Channel only, and then you obviously the ESPN Plus scenario.
I mean, like we talked about my boy Kirk before the show, So let's go with Chris Kirk, dude.
Love it.
Nice.
Did you break down like historically what the scores were like for this?
Yes. So actually it's landed on 19, I believe, 4 times exactly.
Really? So let's go Chris Kirk 20.
There you go.
20 under.
There you go.
Let's go, baby.
And then the sleeper.
Oh god, the sleeper, dude. I have to look back at the
Anytime you want to look something up.
anytime you want to look something up, dude. Kelly Craft. Interesting. 10 minutes on Kelly Craft?
I've heard of her name.
His
Oh,
name. No.
I guess I haven't.
Oh.
That seemed like a Scott, but it was just accidental.
35 years old. I don't know, dude. Give me Russell Knox, the Scottish
Russell
man.
Knox.
I forget what
Knocked up.
what tournament was in Scotland?
The Scottish Open.
Scottish Open. There we go, baby. I'm pretty sure that he was my sleeper for that.
And then he didn't make the cut.
No, yeah, he fucking blew it. He missed the cut.
Yeah.
But
Overpowered.
maybe, given the pool of players, you could be a good sleeper. 38 years old, seasoned vet
There we go.
from Jacksonville.
Good pick. Good pick.
Thanks, man.
Well done. Well done.
I try my best, dude.
Wait, so what's his name? No, I'm just kidding. Russell Knox. Obviously,
serious, dude?
Tony.
Come on, dude. Don't mess this up. For me, man.
What do you think, Riley?
I'm gonna go with pretty much. I'm not gonna go with 2. I'm gonna go with just like 2 picks.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Ludwig Aberg to win this tournament when he gets his first
good
PGA
pick.
Tour win.
Good pick.
And
Yeah.
then my other pick's gonna be Cameron Young.
Love it. Love it.
those
And
picks,
Young, it seems like he's close, but just hasn't
Yep.
broken out yet. But ever since that Open, where he ended up losing to Cam Smith, I've always really respected him.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from the postman in a while, so give me JT Poston. I think he's due for a win. And then as a sleeper, taking a page out of Tony's book, let's go with Stuart Sink. Good
Sink.
showing last week
Oh.
in Bermuda, and I think he keeps it up. I do like obviously it's different with the fall and not many good players, but it is nice like guys like Stuart Sink who are older, some of them on the Champions Tour that they play these fall events because those are the ones that they can get into. So it's always cool kind of seeing them, and you never know.
Yeah, it is cool.
Sometimes they
clock.
sometimes they can contend. And Yanni saying golf talking Tony didn't mention that guy's wife. Very good.
Come on, man.
He's not in the tournament.
He's on the tournament. Yeah, I only mention it when it gets mentioned. I don't just bring up Lucas Glover's wife for no reason, Lonnie. Come on, man.
Let's go quickly to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick 6. Minka Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again. Mahomes escaping on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle! Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right. So I know it's Wednesday. You know, we don't usually talk football, but we had some newsworthy bites starting with yesterday. Michael Carter, one of Jay's favorite players of all time, released by the Jets. So he was their third down running back, had gotten benched after that chop block, he had the other night. Against the Raiders there, hadn't really performed well in my mind, since his rookie year. It just seemed like every time bottled up in the backfield, not getting any separation. I said it when they made the move originally. Bam Knight, had a strong rookie year last year. I thought, they should have kept him. They ended up cutting him. Maybe they'll elevate Izzy from the practice squad. Michael back in the building. I think that would be a good move. But I think it's just one of these things. This is a move that was long overdue, and they probably should have done before the season, if not last season.
No, yeah. I liked Michael Carter, but I agree. I think there's something there almost with Izzy. Like, I think Izzy, give him the ball on third down. Give him, I feel like getting him more touches too. I mean, Dalvin Cook, we've seen.
Last game, though, he actually did have a good runs, and then, let's cut him off after he has 4 or 5 good runs. We're not going to put him in there again.
He didn't look bad last game. But Michael Carter is going to get picked up by some team. Hopefully he gets another chance. Hopefully, he looked great his rookie year, like as you said.
Yeah.
And I thought coming into this year, especially with the Hard Knocks, and he was on the show a lot, it was like, I kind of like this guy. But now he's gone. So
you think someone picks him up?
There'll be some type of claim.
Who?
I'm gonna say Arizona.
The Cards.
Honestly.
Connor just came back. Want to lighten the load, maybe.
Lighten the load, dude.
But what did you think about
coming in hot?
I don't know, man. I guess it was the right move. Is there a specific reason why? Other than just what make room on the roster?
Yeah, well, he's been the third down back,
right.
And I guess he got that penalty, but also I guess he has rated as the worst at pass protection or something. So it's just
really?
Smaller back.
One of those things. What are we doing here, Tony?
So it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, basically. I think it had to go.
Yeah, dude.
What's Jason?
We got some. I don't know, dude.
He's talking about wives and moms.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of shit here. Jay Bird, by the way, Jay Bird says Lonnie talks about wives and moms the most, he says.
Fact.
And then why is this? How? And then Jay Bird says that was a tough call on MC.
Michael Carter,
I guess I see you on Twitter. Yeah, it must have been.
Was that a serious question, Tony?
And Lonnie, come on, the abbreviations, just write the fucking name.
The MC, of a ceremony? That's what you thought he was?
I don't know, dude. Could have been anything.
Okay.
The quotes from the show says Lonnie, and he says, take those shades off while reading Jay. And then Jay Bird says, I'm talking about the happy birthday, like that abbreviation, happy birthday posts. And then Lonnie says, okay, now I'm confused. I'm also confused.
Yeah, it seems like they have no clue what
Jay has had the shades on all morning.
You think so,
could
dude?
tell. Come on. Well, not up in here, Chucky, It just, come on.
Yeah. No, I think it's the shades, dude.
And also, I guess before this move was made, there was a players-only meeting.
Love those.
Yeah. Obviously it admits there's a problem, but obviously everybody knows there is. Do you think it ends up accomplishing anything?
What do player meetings I feel like they rarely accomplish things.
What do they just rip the coaches and maybe call out certain guys and everybody wants to
come together more? We need to come together more. But the funny thing about a player only meeting, you hear about all of them. It's like a player only meeting, and then it gets leaked out to the media. I don't know what they usually do, but I guess it's good.
Yeah.
I guess they're at least talking with each other.
What do you think, Tony?
I don't know. I feel like player meetings are good.
Yeah, but
I like player meetings.
But it doesn't indict the coach, though?
No. I don't think it does indict the coach.
But I think what player meetings do is just show that the coach has lost the race.
No. I totally disagree.
Last one we saw, McDaniels got canned the next day. Literally.
Yeah, but I think players meetings, I've been a part of player meetings. I've been a coach that has had their team take player meetings.
You talking about rugby last year?
Really not. Yeah. And it's not a
turning point in the year. Was there a critical?
No, but it's really more about listen, there are things that the players have to do on their own, whether that is building a necessary culture or addressing an issue within the team that they may not even bring up to the coach, not even because they don't like the coach, but just because it should be handled within the leadership inside the team. There's still a separation between coaches and players, you know, like they don't have to be a part. They shouldn't be a part of everything. Like there should be points or issues that the captains, like the leadership of the team, tackle on their own. And I think that's why player meetings are good. And then obviously any information needed will be relayed to the coach. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for it.
100%.
100%, dude. Let's go.
And then we also had some more, that was obviously a cut, but we had some injuries, and one was announced yesterday, one today. Yesterday, the Cowboys announcing that linebacker Leighton Vander Esch's season is over and his career is in jeopardy because of a neck injury. So that's a really tough loss. 27 years old, former first-round pick out of Boise State. Had 35 tackles this season. And this is, a Cowboys defense, that is already out without Diggs. And then you couple Leighton Vander Esch. I mean, this is a big deal.
Yeah, this team's getting weaker and weaker, it almost seems like, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It really hurts them down the stretch. I mean, this guy's a big piece of them. He has been a big piece of them for a while. One of my roommates is actually a diehard Leighton Vander Esch fan. So
he's a dog, dude, honestly.
He was like really pissed, but it really affects his team.
It's a dog, though. He's a
division.
dog.
They have another game with the – did they play the Eagles twice? Yeah, I think they have another game with the Eagles coming up.
Oh, right, where they put the Eagles
Another game with the Eagles, and then getting to the playoffs. We know how good the NFC is. You know they're going to be matched up with a really good offense, either in the Eagles or the Niners at some point. So this is really bad news for Cowboys fans.
And the whole thing is, I thought before this injury that I didn't really think they had a shot to make it to the NFC Championship game, and I think this cements it.
Yeah, just makes it. Yeah.
But
tough too.
I mean, Tony, did you see any other way the Cowboys season ends other than Jones again in disrepair, and possibly McCarthy? I would think can.
I don't know how he's
right. I mean, what do you think?
I think McCarthy. I mean, I think he should have been canned already. Honestly, we talked about it before. Like you guys said. I mean, it was difficult to see the Cowboys going far into the playoffs before this injury, and Leighton over here was a huge part of their defense. This is like a tough loss, and tough for him, dude. I think this is like his third time hurting his neck.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, this isn't like it's just the first.
That's
time.
why he wears the.
Yeah, that's why he wears the neck thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
cowboy collar.
Didn't Sean Lee?
Dude.
I think Sean Lee always had that issue too, and he was the middle linebacker, wore the neck thing, and then way back that win had the same issue. So it's just unfortunate that they've had to deal with that. I mean, neck injuries. I mean, you just don't know.
And again, like that's something that's so like finicky, and anything that once you have an issue in your neck, like any tiny little movement
sleep
that
on it
be right, literally, like could be bad. So I mean, it's really tough to see about this guy. He's still super young, and see his like career possibly more than likely get cut short here. It's tough to see, especially someone so talented. I mean, it's tough, dude.
Well, we've seen this like with linebackers. It's so sad in the NFL. It's just like we saw. Obviously, different injury, but we saw it with Luke Kuechly with the concussions. It's just like these great careers are getting cut short at like 28 and 29, like 27. Like, it's insane.
It's a shame. Like, shouldn't be happening, dude.
What else we got here?
Oh, you want some more comments, dude?
Yeah.
Matthew Ryan, it's a statement. Maybe it's a sign. If you play horrible, you will get cut. And then he says, call out Zach. And then Matthew Gabriel, what's up, hombres? You know what I'm going to play, dude.
Muchacho. Hola. There you go.
He says, yeah, Barnes, you're right about Lee.
Matty boy.
And then, chairman of the company says, Matt, this is not the call out Zach Wilson show. Stop yourself, please. Matt Gabriel back on it. The neck is so tough to deal with injury-wise.
Yeah.
Matthew knows. Matthew's a godfather. You know that?
That is a tough one. I did know that. So congratulations.
Dude. The muscle. And, of course, the cervical spine.
Of course.
So not the cervical spine, but Deshaun Watson, they announced really right before this show, is out for the season, broken bone in the shoulder.
What's your thoughts? What do you got, dude?
We knew that this had been bothering him, before they announced this. He had missed some time, but seemed like he was playing through it. So I think honestly, this is something that was originally broken weeks ago. and he's been playing, trying to play through it. I have a hard time thinking that it was like bad imaging as to why this wasn't found earlier. But I think this is a brutal blow because, before I think you could see, Watson winning a playoff game with the Browns in the postseason. But now with PJ Walker, and I know with PJ Walker, they did beat the 49ers, but I think that's a fluky performance. And I think they have no shot now to win a playoff game, and to make the playoffs, I think is very much so in question.
Yeah, this season is over for the Browns. I mean, you could have, like you said, Brian, there was a chance beforehand. I mean, you look at their schedule. I mean, they still got the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos playing good football now, but they did the Broncos, the Rams, the Bears still on their schedule. Like they had a chance to sneak in. But I mean, PJ Walker just doesn't do it for me. This defense is still good, still very talented defense, but this is the end of the season for the Browns, and I'd love to say like I feel awful for Deshaun Watson, but I just do not. So
I think there's a reason for that. What do you think, Tony?
I mean, I guess I got to agree at that point. Yeah, the Browns were playing good football. I mean, they bounced back from the Chubb injury. They have a great defense, but like Riley said, I mean, PJ Walker over here, 5 interceptions. I think I just saw
1 touchdown,
1 throwing touchdown. I mean,
I forgot about the Chubb injury.
Yeah, dude, unbelievable. And then who's their guy now that was running really well?
Ford. And then they have Hunt has had a touchdown, I think, in 5 straight games.
What an organization that can't get
so it's cool that they overcame all these different things, but I don't know. Like unless they go out and get another quarterback, it's not looking good. And they may. I mean, they're not gonna obviously, but
no.
That's just tough, dude. Like you said, yeah, you want to feel bad for Watson, but I guess
it's a shame they didn't know, because I think in that system, like Wentz or Dobbs, I know we're always talking Dobbs, it would have been interesting. I think they would have had a shot to do something.
I mean, PJ Walker here, it's tough because this team is 6-3. Like I almost wish they had a worse record when this happened, because I would love to see them play Dorian Thompson-Robinson and just see what you have in him.
And they tried
the rest
that
of the season.
And,
yeah, but obviously, they're not going to do that. PJ Walker is going to be the guy, but God, I mean, I can already see it coming up this weekend against the Steelers. Maybe 4 picks. Oh my God, the Steelers.
But then the Steelers, watch the Steelers will get outgained again.
Oh yeah,
win the game and then be 7-10. 7-3.
The Steelers will win the game in the last probably minute and a half of the game.
Yeah,
and the defense will score a touchdown for them. Kenny Pickett will have maybe 1 touchdown. The defense might have 2.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
I right, Tony. I mean, I think this sets up the Steelers here.
Yeah, I would say yes, I guess. I mean, I just can't see the Browns scoring, even if their defense kind of shuts down the Steelers. I mean, dude, are the Browns going to score at all? Like,
I mean,
maybe if they get their run game going and the Steelers can't really deal with it, but I can't see that happening for the duration of the game. And the Steelers defense will start to stop that running game at some point, I'm sure, I
mean, if I'm right, and I think this is a free win against Cleveland now, this really turns that division into a 3-team playoff division between Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and the Ravens.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that. So it's just crazy because just offensively, it just really feels like the Steelers don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Yeah. But somehow they find a way. And they named Jalen Warren the starting running back.
I did see that, and I think that's finally the right move. I feel bad for Najee, though. Mm-hmm. He was such a dog. And then he had that like hamate, but not the hamate, but like the injury on his foot, and he never ran the same. Yeah, something weird injury with his foot. And then you could just tell the way he's been running over the last year and a half. It's just like so slow.
Yeah.
It's insane. He runs with like no aggression anymore. So I think it's a good move. Warren has looked good this year. So
yeah, he has. Do you think so that's it for Najee? Like he's the end is pretty soon?
It might be the end of his I don't think he's gonna be, if Warren plays well the rest of the season, he's not gonna be an RB1 again. Maybe he can turn into like a RB2, red zone back, maybe power running back. But also to do that, coming from such a star, you have to take such a step down in your ego too. And if he can't do that, we'll see.
Yeah. So those are some storylines here. And of course, tomorrow we will start, Tony, week 11, Bengals at the Ravens. So that should be a good AFC North battle. And as we talked about the other day, Baltimore 3.5-point favorites here, coming off that disappointing loss to the Browns. But let's go now to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots. Nothing. Rinkwine made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. Tony, did you happen to check how you done the picks last night or no?
I think I went 2-1, I believe.
I was about to update them and then I forgot what exactly happened. So I might need
I have to. Yeah, you want to run through it?
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Theoville.
Bruins won. 5-2.
Stars won.
Stars also won in overtime, I believe.
And then the Jets lost.
Oh, Jets won. It went 3-0.
Wow. All right.
Let's go.
Wasn't it the Bonitza? Wasn't it the Bonitza?
Humped. Sorry, what's up, dude?
Third down? No.
You want to hear third down call? Oh man, let me get to it.
It's third down. And
Who cares?
I went 2-1 because the Panthers won and the Penguins won, but the Knights somehow lost to the Capitals.
Like 3-0, dude. Dude, the Caps have been coming out. I know I've been like ragging on the Caps.
They've been hot.
Old and not good, but they've been coming out with some crazy W's in the past couple weeks, dude. Like surprisingly good W's.
Riley, did you catch any of the Bruins game?
I did. I caught pretty much the whole game.
Forecasted, Tony.
Just an absolute beatdown of the Sabres, a team that came into the year. We thought they had some pieces. They're young.
They don't.
They might be able to sneak
It
in
seems
the
like it's
playoffs.
the same team.
And wow, it was like watching the Buffalo of old. Just 3-0 going into the second period. Absolute beatdown. Devin Levi.
Tony said he sucked.
He sucks. If you watch this game last night, from a goaltender's perspective, and the amount of high quality chances he had to save was insane. That's why people think he sucks, because he's facing shots from inside the dots. I mean, he was making crazy saves, still gave up 5. They never really tested Linus Ullmark, and the Bees walk out with a dub, and it just seems like, we're right back to last year with the NBA and the NHL, both teams having the best record from Boston.
Wow.
Well, how do you feel about that, FanDuel, huh?
I think, Tony, I know you agree with me on this. I say let them have the best record in the NBA, and the Rangers will have something to say on the ice, right?
Oh, absolutely. Come playoff time, I mean, it's over. Like it's
we haven't met even the playoffs in a while.
I know, dude.
When was the last time?
Probably before they
2016?
changed. No, probably. Whenever they changed the playoff system to where you play your division. Like we would only play you right now in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's it.
Yeah, why did they do that?
I don't know. It used to just be 1 through 8.
Yeah, like how the NBA is.
Yeah, now it's the wild card. It's weird.
But is there a scenario where, or it's never like, despite the change of format though, it's never like a team with more wins or points than the other gets in, right? It doesn't work like that, right? Or unless the division was really weak, I guess.
We could play the Rangers in the first round, or like they could play us in the first round if one of us like fell off completely and was a wild card team.
Okay. But it never works out where a team has more points than the other, but because of the divisions they make the playoffs, or that does happen.
That does happen.
And it used to not happen, because it used to be all just points.
Well, maybe not like. No, I would say because they still make the playoffs. They would have made the playoffs, just they might have like the team in the Metropolitan 2 seed might have way more points than the 2 seed in the Atlantic, but that Atlantic team usually would have made the playoffs anyway in the old system.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I always thought it was strange how they did that. What else we got here? Magic? Knicks tonight getting back on track with Magic.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board.
Fuck Boston, he says.
Yeah, Lonnie. How
and
about
then
that game?
Matt Ryan hyped that Hot Take Johnny's supporting him. It's all true. Their struggles around the QB. And he says the most important position, and he is horrible. I don't think you agree with me. I thought you said he's going to lead the victory this weekend. Did that Matt Ryan say that? In the beginning?
But
No?
but you think about it. He could lead them to victory at the same time be horrible, though.
Zach Wilson can beat the Bills. He has to stay on this team,
right.
he says.
But I'm saying he can still be horrible, but do that,
Oh, yeah. No, I yeah, you're right.
It's funny, though. You didn't say I agree. You were about to, but then you're like, wait a second. I don't want to agree to that.
Oh, stop. Yeah, well, I agree with that. That's right.
You won. Am I right?
No, you're right.
But so Boston obviously off to a great start. Pasternak, with the 11 goals too. So
2
things
assists last night.
running
too, dude.
pretty smoothly there in Boston.
Mhm.
And just taking a look around the league too, the Penguins were down against the Blue Jackets. They've been hot as well.
Yeah.
After a slow start. They beat the Jackets 5-3. How about the hat trick for Sidney Crosby? Eric
About time.
Carlson, Tony, a goal and an assist.
Wow.
5-2 road record. And like I said, I've just been playing good hockey. I think this was their 4th or 5th win in a row. If I'm not mistaken. So what do you think? Potential, I know hard for the Penguins really to be a sleeper, but given the way the last couple of seasons have gone, I mean, potential sleeper in the East or no?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, listen, this team has been kind of the same, for quite
5
a
in a
while.
row, by the way.
And they always get into the playoffs. Always.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time the Penguins weren't in the playoffs.
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs.
Are you sure?
So last year they might have missed it last year.
Yeah, they missed it.
Oh.
Them and the Capitals didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, because it was.
Who did the Rangers play in the first round?
The Rangers played the Devils. That was the year before.
Not in the first
They
round.
played.
Yeah, they played the Devils in the first
They
round.
played Devils in
Second
First round. Nope, first round. That's why the format's bullshit.
No, dude,
Yeah.
no. I don't think so.
think they
dude.
did.
100%.
they
Million
did.
%. I can't believe you're challenging this to me. Me, hockey? How could you? How
Yeah,
dare
that's
you?
why people don't like the thing.
I don't know why. NHL.
Yeah, they played Devils in the first round because Carolina won Metropolitan last year, so that was a 2 versus 3 matchup.
Yeah, dumb format. Tony, I still can't
Really?
believe that you're questioning this.
That's crazy. I guess I'm mixing up 2 years ago.
No, that's what I just
That's
said.
that's when they played. Yeah,
Louis
yeah.
Domingue.
they had the long overtime
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I was,
In MSG, yeah.
They beat him in Game 7.
I was watching that in jail. Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
watched that. in
How many of
jail?
those-
Jail.
I
Watching
feel
that in
like
jail?
we must have watched what, at least 4 or 5 of those games in that Penguin series. Watched a decent
Oh yeah,
amount.
literally. Like
Yeah.
at Mike. Yeah,
Renee's was the triple overtime, of course.
She was
The one
so
time-
tight, dude. That was Game 1 of the series.
Yeah.
Dude.
Of course, the one game we're watching at Rene's is a triple overtime.
Yeah.
I
She
do
was so tight.
whenever because I remember watching that game. Whenever I
Me too.
watch a playoff hockey game that's not my favorite team
Mhm.
and it goes to overtime, I just root for the clock to keep going down. Like I want it to just keep going.
Yeah.
Overtime,
like,
overtime.
I want to be able to watch the longest game
Mhm.
ever. I love when it just gets to like overtime 4 and the
I
guys
know,
are
dude,
dead. And it's just like
unbelievable.
they've put and you try to explain it to like your roommates, like, yeah, they just played 2 full games.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? It's like, oh, 'cause the game doesn't end.
I just happen to think of this kind of a random question, but being, you played hockey a lot in your life. Like, what do you think of the way it is now with the shootout? Like, do you wish that it was different?
I mean, I wish it was just
Renee, the triple overtime game?
That was brutal.
The cat, my eyes.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, Mark was near death that day. Fun
Just
times.
no tolerance for it, but fun times, of
You
course.
guys are more than welcome to do it again.
We got a little time till the playoffs, though, but I guess we
Yeah.
might have to go regular season watch party.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think of it? Do you think that they should change it, or I mean,
I mean,
there's
I
no
think-
perfect answer because
I think you could go to 3-on-3 for 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then just end it in a tie if it's after 10 minutes. Because I mean, we've seen the success rate with them with the 3-on-3 in 5 minutes. It's ending a lot in overtime. I think you go to 10 minutes, you might even get up to like 80% of the games are going to end in
Yeah,
we
overtime.
don't
probably.
have to do
But
shootouts.
I hate a shootout. I hate a shootout in a good like if we're playing the Sharks and it goes to a shootout, I'm like, whatever. We played Toronto in a back and forth 3-3 game like 2 weeks
Mhm.
ago. Went to overtime, so many chances, and the game was decided in a shootout. And it was like that kind of sucks. But I mean, it's the good teams are always going to be good. I don't think it affects too much standings wise. When you get to the playoffs, it's continuous overtime. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think like you were mentioning, like if you did expand it, then it could go to ties. But also ties, right? Are kind of
yeah, I don't like ties.
You're not
Yeah.
doing ties, dude.
But
I
what do you-
love the shootout.
But
dude. I
what
don't
do
know.
you think? You
hate
like
the
everything
shootout.
exactly how it is, or what do you think about Riley? Going to 10 minutes on the overtime, Tony.
To be honest, I really enjoy when they did 5-on-5 overtime.
So that
Like-
because that's what it used to be, or no?
Yeah, they used to do one and done, one and then in the shootout, right?
Yeah, but it was 5-on-5.
Yeah, one period 5-on-5, and then if no
Yeah, but-
one scores, shootout.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no. Well, why would you rather have that than
Wait, so
3-on-3.
overtime used to be 20 minutes?
no? Overtime was 5 minutes 5-on-5.
Oh, it's
Are you
5
sure?
minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean 3-on-3. Although, yeah, like you end up deciding it in overtime, I guess. But I mean, it's still like
It's a hockey.
It's
play,
gimmicky,
though. It
I
ends
feel
in a
like you're saying.
hockey play.
Do you think it's
Like,
gimmicky?
if you
I
want to
don't-
call it that,
A
sure.
shootout's not a hockey play.
Yeah, but how could you say 3-on-3 is a hockey?
3-on-3 is crazy hockey plays. I mean, that is full cycling.
Yeah, but
That
it's
is-
not
And
like
it could happen if there's mad penalties during the
Yeah.
course of a regular
no,
game.
yeah,
that's-
very true. But I'm just saying, like 5-on-5 is more like it's just the regular 5-on-5.
Yeah, but if you have the ability in the NHL's perspective, like to end games in a shootout or on a hockey play, that's why they went down to 3-on-3. So games can be ended with actual defense and players playing.
No, I understand that, but I mean, like, you're still modifying the game regardless.
Yeah, but the shootouts, you're modifying the game just a guy and a goalie.
Right.
Just walks in and shoots.
And with the old format, the 5-on-5, I mean, were there a lot of ties?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
A lot. Almost
all the time.
every game went to. I mean, think about it. If 5-on-5, if a team just wants a point and say they have a really good shootout lineup, they're going to play defensive 5-on-5. The only way those games would end is either in crazy odd man rushes or a penalty, and you score on a power play. Like, how many times have you watched regular season games 5-on-5 and they don't score for a whole period for 20 minutes?
Yeah. No, it's true. Definitely it's true. So yeah, there a bunch of action last night. Flames on the board, 2-1 over the Canadiens. Still struggling though, 5-8. And then speaking of, not scoring an entire period, how about the Golden Knights got shut up with the Capitals and lose 3-0 here. First shutout of the season against the Knights, and Lindgren was in goal for Washington here. And
Charlie.
really, this was a 1-0 game, and then late in the third period, they tacked on 2 goals, one an empty netter by McMichael, and then Malenstrom with a second. Dylan Strome, his 7th in the first. So obviously a surprising result for Vegas, but I don't think it's any type of indictment on them. But Washington, maybe there's a little more juice there, right, Tony?
I don't think so.
Really? No playoffs?
I don't think so, dude.
Wow. I feel like there's something behind this, no? Seemed a little tight.
Yeah, it's just older team. I mean, goaltending.
But you're all for it for the Penguins.
Charlie
but then...
Lindgren. Well, because like a
no, but Kemper's the starter.
Different.
Though. He was just.
All right, first of all, one thing at a time here, guys. All right. Charlie
Wait,
Lindgren,
1 second, Tony.
He's 29 years old. Like, I'm not going to be relying on him for shutouts every game. Like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Ovechkin,
Kemper.
yeah, good. I mean, Darcy Kemper can honestly kick rocks, in my opinion.
Wow.
And then, like, we talked about Kemper with the Avalanche. Like, it's just not, like, he had a great team around him. He had a great defense, great offense. Like, he didn't have phenomenal performances, marginal goaltender. And then, Ovechkin has been kind of, I would say lackluster in terms of previous years. Production's definitely down, but he's going to keep playing. He's going to break Gretzky's record. Totally fine. TJ Oshie, I think, has been a disappointment so far. Backstrom, right? Out. He's with his family.
Maybe the career.
He's out for the year. Yeah, exactly. Maybe retiring, dude. And then who's the other guy? Kuznetsov?
Evgeny
Kuznetsov. I mean, he's all right.
Good player.
But I mean, like the rest of the team, I got no one. Yeah,
they're old.
They're way too old. They don't have great youth. The Penguins, on the other hand, I mean, I feel like, Crosby is definitely producing more than Ovechkin this season. Evgeny Malkin is someone who can always count on. They have solid defense. They could have, they have better goaltending.
Mike Sullivan.
Just comparing those two teams, Mike Sullivan's a solid coach. Hot Take Johnny's calling in right now. But yeah, that's just my take right there. Do you want Hot Take Johnny?
Yeah, let's get him. Let's get him on the line.
All right, stand by. Hot Take Johnny. Just putting you through the Bluetooth. I know last time, we had the little issue with the Bluetooth, smoothed it out. Hopefully,
worked out the kinks.
I mean, it should all be good right now, dude. So we're connected. We're on Hot Take Johnny.
And then it happened.
Yeah,
there he is.
Hot Take
What's
Johnny.
going on? There we go. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How we doing?
Shout out to the company. Shout out Downtime TV. Good. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. It's Wednesday. So, one more day till football, but we have hockey, NBA to get us by in between, right?
Well, football ended.
Huh? Oh, you're talking about, so you really like once the Giants are out of it, you don't enjoy watching
No. But no, I enjoy just for my mental stability. I like to think it ended. That way it's just like when I watch the Giants, it's not real.
Yeah.
This can't be happening. So, but no, I still love it.
But because obviously, we know, of course, you go back a little further, they had, those 2 Super Bowls in 5 years or whatever. But because most seasons since then, they haven't even made the playoffs, are you somewhat used to it being like this? 'Cause I'm just trying to kind of compare here, because that's how I feel with the Jets. Like, it doesn't even faze me. Oh, I'm not in the playoffs. I mean, what's this, the 12th year in a row? If it happens, I'm kind of used to it at this point. So I enjoy the red zone.
No, I'm not used to it. I grew up watching. I was young, but I remember, slightly remember the '86 Super Bowl, late '80s, definitely '90s Super Bowl, even through the '90s. we didn't win, but we were good. I've seen 4 Super Bowls in my life. I am not used to this at all. This is no.
And are the Giants your number one team in any sport or no?
Yeah. Giants number one, and then I guess Knicks would be number 2 at that point. But yeah, Giants are number 1.
And what do you think's what's the plan here
for the Giants? Yeah. I mean, at this point, they gotta go quarterback. You can't run Daniel Jones back. I thought he would be all right, but obviously I was wrong on that. And yeah, they gotta go quarterback. And I've heard some rumblings of Taylor coming back quarterback. I just don't see.
You're basically
I know how you justify the locker room not bringing him back, but then again,
you want to lose.
You a better chance to win. And during each game, I'm rooting for them to win, but overall, I know losing is just at this point. Yeah. Oh, there's no guarantee with the top quarterback, though, as you guys talked about earlier. I do have a hockey idea I would like to throw out there real quick, so it doesn't get too long, about the overtime. So it's just it's kind of an out there idea, but it's an idea I've had for overtime. You do 10 minutes altogether, 5 minutes. One team has 6 on the ice, the other team has 5, but the team with 6 has no goal. Then you switch it around, and whoever scores more goals in that time. So it's essentially like a 6-on-4 or 6-on-5, including the goalie, for the defensive team on a power play. But then you have an empty net on the other side, so the defense can score some goals. And then 5 minutes later, you switch it around. It'll be exciting either way.
That is chaos. It kind of seems like a game mode in like NHL Hits 2003,
I mean, as a fan, I'm all on board.
It shows you each team that, whether you're a defensive team or an offensive team, your strength gets highlighted. Because you're on defense and you can stop goals and you have a good goalie. You stop goals. All you need is, a couple, you got open net. I know it's kind of gimmicky, but if you're looking for something different that'll be exciting the entire time, you'll have a team on a power play the entire time with the empty net on the other side. Yeah. So there's always going to be some excitement. It's just an idea.
Something to consider. And I forgot, are you Rangers or no?
Yeah, I'm a Rangers fan. Yeah.
All right, there we go. I mean, you must be pretty pumped, right, or no?
Oh yeah, I mean, even with the injuries with Fox, and obviously with them pulling up from the mind. I mean, they played well even with some injuries. They were gotten a roll. I think obviously coaching makes hockey and football, the sports where coaching makes a huge difference, and you can see it. The Rangers are just playing better. I mean, see, Lafreniere looks better this year. I mean, the team just looks better altogether. Crisper more on point. And so, yeah, I'm excited, man. This break comes at, I think it's like good because they're injured, but then again, they were on a roll. So I'm kind of like 50-50 on this timing of the break. But, yeah, I think,
And I think even with the break, I feel pretty confident because of Laviolette. I think he's really set the tone. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to miss a beat, with this time off. So it'll be interesting to see. Do we know who do they play out of this break? Do we know?
Was it the Jets?
Wait, sorry, the
Rangers?
No. The Devils on Saturday.
It's the Devils on Saturday. Yeah. Okay. And is Hughes expected to be back or no?
Well, those are fun games. Islanders, Rangers, Devils, Rangers. Those are fun. Of course, every game's fun, but those are just
they're only fun when you win.
Well, during the game, unless it's a blowout, But I mean, I expect Rangers to win. I despise the Devils. I mean, growing up during that era with Brodeur we still have the Matteau, of course, but God, I hated those Devils teams. Scott Stevens,
I hear you. One other thing I was going to ask you before we were talking about the Giants. Let's assume they get the number 2 pick, okay, and then Caleb, of course, goes number 1. Out of all the other guys, I mean, who would you want?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I watch some college football, but I only have so much time. Kids, I work a decent amount. I don't know enough about the quarterbacks. I mean, I can't. I'll just say Drake May, but I don't know enough about the quarterbacks. I'll pay attention when the season ends, have a little more time, not so much watching football. I'll pay attention then come draft time. But right now, I don't know enough about them.
I obviously
I see what's going on in college football, but
yeah, I almost think it's May by default, just because if you go with Knicks or Penix, they're going to be 30 by the time the next season starts. You want to have.
I'm not convinced on Knicks.
Yeah, well,
just the one guy. He spent so much time in college football, like 6 years. Don't you think at some point when you're he's now like he's bordering on like full. You should say full adult. First playing against college kids because they're still, he's 24, right? Isn't he 24? Am I wrong on that?
24, 25.
Yeah. So he's what I would consider like now, like, okay, he's a full adult. Where college kids, I don't quite say they're adults. And he's been doing it for 6 years. He has a leg up. I mean, this has been a career. This has been a profession for him now, college football, versus the other guys who've been there for a year or two. Like,
yeah.
I mean, look at Zach. I know he was 28, a little different, but Winky way back in the day, great in college football. NFL,
Brandon
so,
Whedon even with the Browns. Yeah, exactly. We've seen it before.
Yeah, is able to look really good, but then the NFL came along, and you're not a man playing against boys anymore.
No, I agree.
Not to say college kids are boys. I mean, they work out and all, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't think Bo Nix is the answer either. I mean, he's looked great at Oregon, but he looked bad at Auburn before, so maybe he's changed. But I agree with you there. Just want to switch it up here, Johnny. What do you think about the Knicks here? What do you think about the start? Think about the tough schedule?
Julius Randle.
Yeah, just a little. I want to hear what you think about the Knicks.
Overall, I like what I'm seeing. I'm to record early on. It's not a huge thing for me. Yep. I liked it. Although Randall's he struggled early on, he's been a little better. He's not being Mr. Ball dominant all the time, which I like. RJ has definitely stepped up. I mean, I don't think he can quite continue on the pace of shooting 50% for three, but if he plays close to this level, I mean, that's a big step, and he's still young.
He's still 23, which is nuts.
And DiVincenzo, and he's gotten better almost every year. I mean, last year a little bit of, I don't want to say regression, but he struggled a little bit, but to then take another jump. And then DiVincenzo seemed to step in, very fluid, flawlessly. I'd say almost. I do worry about the backup four position.
Yeah,
they don't really have a backup power forward. They play Hart there, but maybe a playoff series with a good power forward that could become an issue when Randall goes on the bench. But overall, I'm happy. When RJ's in there, the offense is really good. The second unit is really good. Hartenstein and Mitchell. I mean, Robinson is just, my God, he's taken another step, clearly, Mitchell Robinson, and his rebounding is just a problem for any team that plays him.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I think the only time they get into trouble is when he gets into foul trouble, and then they kind of don't have anyone underneath the hoop. But I mean, you also look at their start of their season. They've played the Bucks hard. They've had the hardest schedule in the league, in my opinion. And I think it's good for a young team like that to play the Celtics, play the Bucks, play the Cavs, they beat the Clippers. Like, I think they'll be fine. I think this is probably going to be a 3 or 4 seed in the East and could even have a good playoff run, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, they played the Celtics tough the first time, and their two best players, or, two of the most important players had a horrible night. And then they're missing RJ Barrett the other night, and I know they didn't look so, they fell apart kind of in the end of the game there, but I think RJ Barrett in there makes maybe a little difference.
Yeah, no,
they always play the Celtics tough.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, and they usually play the Celtics tough. So
especially
I think they're better than Cleveland. I'm not worried. I wasn't worried about Cleveland coming in the season. Some people were. I think, especially with Robinson, he normally dominates them. He's taken another step, and RJ Barrett, I think. I don't worry about Cleveland, and so I think they're third best at this point, and just see if they add maybe a bench, like I said, 4. It's the only position I'd be worried about.
Yep.
At this point, as far as if you're adding anyone. So
it'll be interesting to see, but at least the Knicks, the Rangers, they have a shot unlike the other New York teams.
Right.
So.
Feels a little bit like '94, not quite to that level, but them being good in their excitement at the Garden, and potential for teams to Rangers definitely a potential to make a run. The Knicks, I wouldn't expect a championship out of them, obviously, but they could. I'm not going to say Eastern. I'd say there's a small Eastern Conference Finals if there's like an injury or something on a team, or at least second round. Expect a second round.
And who knows?
And a good second round
maybe
series.
They bring someone in at the deadline too. Yep. So a lot that can happen.
I'm not even
between now and then, but we'll see what happens. But again, appreciate having you call in, and good to hear from you. And we'll talk to you soon.
You too, gentlemen. Have a good one.
Thank you. Peace.
Hot take Johnny.
Bang.
Just like that, Tony. And getting back to the hockey, 4 games tonight, doubleheader on TNT. Flyers at Hurricanes, followed by Islanders at Canucks. And then from a national or local perspective, you got the Kraken at the Oilers and the Ducks at the Avalanche. So
very local.
Interesting. No, I meant local
Yeah,
TV, Tony. But I guess people nationally have ESPN Plus. You got it though.
No,
Come
yeah.
on.
How could I not do that? Come on.
Stop.
Stop.
Not up in here. Not
Well,
up in here. Not
Northwest.
up in here. But yeah. So let's do some picks here, Tony. What are you thinking?
If I have to go with my gut here, I mean, easy swim pickings. Give me the Canes over the Flyers. I feel like the Ducks would be a little bit more likely to upset the Avs than the Flyers, the Canes. So yeah, give me the Canes here. Flyers having a tough time. Canes, of course, undefeated at home so far. Raleigh over there gets pretty riled. So give me Canes. I want to say like 4-1.
And if Anderson, doesn't come back though, Kochkadov was good last year,
Yeah.
struggled this year. Ranta, I know your guy has kind of struggled himself. What do you think about the goalie situation though? Is that going to be a problem down the line?
It could be maybe come playoff time for them, but again, Kochkadov, I think he'll come around too. He just hasn't seen a lot. It was mostly just last season is where he really got I guess his heaviest load in terms of, being in between the pipes there. But and even Antti Ranta, he'll come to his own too. I know, some fans of the Hurricanes were very critical of Antti Ranta, but he did really well for you guys last season. There's no reason why he can't pick that up now. I think it's just maybe unexpectedly Anderson, being out for an extended period of time here now. I think it'll, take some time to adjust, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about them that much.
Yeah, I think they're definitely one of the better teams in the East. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Man.
A battle out west, so not locally, Tony. The Avalanche are hosting the Ducks here. Colorado heavy favorites despite a similar record here at -300. Colorado 9-5, 4-2 at home. The Ducks 9-6 and an impressive 5-2 away from home for a team that wasn't really expected to contend this year. Former Ranger Frank Vetrano, a red hot start here, and I forgot he was on the Bruins too, right?
Frank Vetrano was drafted by
Yes.
And was he supposed to? Because I know you look at the numbers, nothing like pops off the page specifically. Was he supposed to be like really really good, or what's the deal?
He
with
came
him?
in those years when we were really old and talented. Like we had a bunch of old dudes, and we would just bring in a rookie, and be like, this guy could be the next thing. So yeah, he had some hype around him when he came in. I remember he scored in his first game against Montreal in the Bell Center.
Cool.
But then after that, he kind of had a down year, and then I believe he got shipped off to Florida. I believe we sent him to Florida
Because I think that's where we got him from.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, Vetrano?
Yeah. No, Tony?
From Florida.
Frank Vetrano.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Florida before the Rangers
Yes.
for
I believe so.
3.5 seasons. And then we had him for 22 games. But yeah, but coming in, I see, he's a right wing. 1 season or 2 seasons he's had over 20 goals. Was he supposed to be high volume scorer?
He was always supposed to be great shot. He had a great shot. I remember they talked about when he first came up. That's he scored on a wrister from the slot. It was a beautiful shot, his first goal. Never really played any defense. Wasn't a great playmaker. He was a scorer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So yeah, he could be having a career year. Who knows? Jay pointing out too, the Hurricanes are in the Whalers units tonight.
Yeah, those are
Tony's
tight.
outraged.
Tight
all
and
of that.
I'm not outraged.
You
I
seemed
love
in the
it.
group chat, no?
Well, he
No.
hits hard for it.
No. First of all, Michael was outraged because he thinks this is the disgrace they're wearing it, which is such bullshit. They're paying homage to the Hartford Whalers, which was a really cool team. Brendan Shanahan, shout out to him. And obviously, the Whalers.
Brendan Shanahan, though, he wasn't on the Red Wings? Or he was?
Yeah, he was.
Wait, so is he the general manager of the Hurricanes?
Of the Hurricanes, is he?
No, I don't know. I'm saying, wait, why did you say? Or Brendan Shanahan used to be on the.
Oh no, he played for the Whalers.
Oh, I
Played
don't
for
know
the
why I didn't
Whalers,
realize
the
that.
Red
Okay.
Wings, and the Rangers.
So, okay.
And the Devils. I
So
think,
the
too.
Whalers was first
The
or no?
Devils. I want to say yes. Whalers first, and then Detroit, and then
Of course, the Rangers getting.
He
They-
played.
I think the Rangers are known for that, right?
I feel like Devils. He went to Devils after the
played-
Rangers.
He started his career on the Devils.
He did start with the Devils.
Went to the Blues for 4 years. The Whalers for 1 year from 95 to 96.
Mhm.
And then Detroit with his 3 Stanley Cup wins from 96 to 2006.
wow.
Can you go back to the Rangers after that?
Went back to the Rangers from 2006 to 2009.
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
But I feel like the Rangers always pick up these guys at the end of their career.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, again, like it's
Gretzky.
not. Yeah, you have Gretzky,
Patty Kane,
Marty St. Louis,
You
know, yeah, of course. I mean, it's not
Jaromir
Patrick
Jagr.
Yager, yeah. But I mean, it's not like a terrible move.
No,
Yager
I'm
was
saying,
great.
but it seems like it
to have
just
Gretzky was cool
for
Patty
whatever
Kane
for
was not
reason
good,
it always ends up being that way. And
Yeah.
but maybe Kane rights the ship this year. I mean, would you like to see it, Tony, or you're kind of tight?
I would like to see it. Him healthy. I think he has a lot left.
Panarin
in the
line.
tank there. Yeah, I do. And again, like you're putting Blake Wheeler out there. You know, we have forecasting now. It's injuries could happen, so it's nice to have some other guys who with experience in the lineup. Jay Bird also wants to know who's scoring for the Hurricanes tonight in their Whalers uni.
Oh,
what?
Sebastian Aho?
No. Oh, Aho. You said they're going like that.
No.
I would say definitely Michael Bunting with a goal.
Michael Bunting.
Maybe Seth Jarvis. And then I want to say, the former Ranger great Jesper Fast. And maybe a little Tony D'Angelo action.
So
also
you're gonna score
former
5
Ranger,
goals
former
today?
Flyer.
Brent
Burns. No, Brent Burns, I think, is not.
Carter Hart's still
couple
out?
assists, though. Couple assists. Carter Hart is still out, I believe. Kind of hot. I believe he's out. He's long term. So there are your 4 goal scorers, Jay Bird. You can write those down for your nice little parlay you're doing.
What do you think about what
shekels on
Yanni says about the heaviest load?
Heaviest loads between the pipes there. Tony soundbite. I just think
yeah, that's one of those Tony
yeah.
doesn't write down. Rick was talking about that too.
Do you want me to write that down?
With drops, they did some drop instantly today. And then he was saying, "Oh yeah, RJ will do that, but if it's something, that's not as like he won't. But just because I said it, he's gonna do it."
Well, yeah, dude. First of all, like while I'm speaking, like I can't write and think and talk at the same time, guys. All right. So if you want to write time codes down, Brian, feel free.
Well, I don't have the Tony pencil. Toss it.
But yeah, I got extras, dude. But yeah, so sometimes that's why sometimes, and it's not you're the host, dude. It's your show, bud. Like, don't you want to be on it? I got a couple good ones, and that's really it. Even Lonnie has one now.
Yeah, but no. But I'm saying you could have a couple. I mean, let's just be real here.
All right, I'll pop the heaviest
Sprinkle some
loads
in,
there.
Tony.
Yeah, sprinkle some in. What else we got here? Pause Lonnie by Jay, and then hockey.
Dude, I'm writing something down. I'm sorry. All right, so Jay Bird says pause, Lonnie. Yeah. Matt Gabriel, hockey is so sick, dude. Loving the Rangers, boys. Where is Kane going to sign, you think? I really don't think he's going to sign back with the Rangers. It's possible, but I feel like a lot of other teams would be interested in him.
Give me one.
What if we went back to the Blackhawks?
I was just going to say that as like a joke, but I could see maybe like St. Louis being interested.
Toronto,
even maybe
I
like
saw.
Calgary,
Devils?
Toronto. I feel like Minnesota maybe too. I think a lot of teams would be interested.
Edmonton,
Boston.
The
Kane?
Flyers, Boston's not
No,
gonna
but
take him.
Edmonton for the Kane line or no?
Edmonton, Kane,
Yeah.
McDavid.
Edmonton.
That'd be kind of crazy with the Edmonton, but they're not. There's no way
They
McDavid would
stink.
want that. McDavid is so fucking tight right
I
now.
feel like McDavid personally. Like you almost know him as well as
You guys
Storm.
dude. I might as well fucking know him honestly.
He's not going to the Rangers.
He's not going to the fucking range. I'm telling you, they're not. And again, the older, they're not. No. They're
But for some reason, that just strikes a nerve in you, Tony. I don't know what it
because
is.
it's just not gonna happen, dude. Like,
But
know that
I don't get why it makes you angry, though. The fact, too, that like a player who's top 5 in the league could come to the Rangers and probably top 3, right? Or no?
dude. He's like top 1. Like, in
You
the
really think
league.
he's
Like,
number 1?
Who's better than McDavid, dude? Like, no one. Like, he's so
Ovechkin?
skilled. He's quicker. I mean, again, like. No. It's not like I'm talking about pure talent, not
talent,
like
yeah.
career wise. Like obviously, career wise, there's a million other players who have better
Yeah.
career than McDavid so far. But right now, talented, he is.
Pasternak?
He's the most talented, McDavid for
Yeah.
sure.
What
Yeah,
do you think? Yeah.
McDavid is the best, maybe outside of Ohtani. Outside of Ohtani, McDavid is like the best athlete at his sport, like the most dominant athlete at
Literally.
his sport.
Yeah.
Dude, he is so like he's just so quick, dude.
Ohtani to the Red Sox.
He's so unbelievably quick. Like he just has a burst of speed right away. He just blows past you. And then he just dangles. It's like,
Imagine
it's over,
chanting his
dude.
name in the Garden.
Dude, it would be sick. It really would be. But it's not like it's not just.
He's
not,
a Canadian
you-
boy.
you know-
too.
yeah, he's not
He
gonna
likes
go
the
to the
low
Rangers,
lifestyle,
dude.
too.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even
But
like some-
I just the thing that bothers me, Tony, is I feel like you would rather have Trocheck than McDavid. Honestly, you just don't want to let Trocheck go. I know he's had a
I
good
like
year,
Trocheck. He's having a great year. What are we
but
fucking
you would
talking
be
about
tight
right now,
if
dude?
he was in a package for McDavid. I really think you would be. Honestly. Oh, that's
What's
a
the
big
package?
loss.
What's the package?
So the package is
Because like
Kakko,
look at the Oilers, dude. Look at the
Lafreniere.
Oilers, dude. They have why would we take everything we have on our team for Connor McDavid, who was just on a team with arguably one of the other greatest player in the hockey league, and they still got shit. Like
I think
why would we give up?
because
All
I think it
these
would
good
elevate
players?
us if
No,
we
it wouldn't
traded
elevate us.
Kakko, Lafreniere, and what's
Trocheck.
and Trouba,
A lot of picks.
and then 3 picks.
I think that's a
the thing-
terrible
the thing
idea.
with
That's
hockey
a
is
horrible idea, dude.
They don't blow up teams in hockey because
Yeah.
like you can be shit and then come back the next year and be good. Like especially on the early end of his contract, I never see him leaving. If I could make a bet and
No
say
way,
he never
dude.
leaves
Yeah.
Edmonton, I would.
But
take it.
like, would it? Let's say, I mean, it's very early on here, but like this season goes awry. I mean, what's their plan? Like, is it just a new coach?
Well,
Is
they
that-
brought in a new coach already, and it was McDavid's junior's coach.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're saying Woodcroft when they brought because he was the interim. Was it 2
No,
years
he's gone.
ago?
He's gone.
He is.
Woodcroft's
Wait,
gone.
Jay Woodcroft, we talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone. They brought in McDavid's junior coach. Is now the new coach.
Didn't we
of the
mention
Oilers.
it? Yeah, we mentioned it yesterday. Woodcroft gone. Oilers beat the whoever over the weekend.
I
His
don't-
first game.
I don't know what. Oh wait, they just fired him or no?
Oh,
They
Saturday
fired
night
him,
maybe.
a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know why I'm blanking on that. It happened over the weekend.
Yes.
2 days
I
ago. It
believe.
says.
Yeah. And then
Okay, and they promoted the AHL coach.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so maybe that'll do the job. Knobloch too. That's an interesting one.
Chuck Knobloch, dude. Matthew is, dude. Bonds, you're obsessed with McDavid, dude. You are obsessed, dude. I think you are obsessed. And then Matthew Gabriel, I think he's inviting us Saturday night, backyard fire, lentil soup for Renee, sausage and pepper salad, have a cigar.
I mean,
Anyone?
I
Brian's
wish,
gonna be freezing out there, dude.
No. No, I would be there. The
That sounds like a
fire,
great
I
time.
love the fire,
The wedding.
but the wedding, yeah, I'm tight.
Sorry, dude. Yeah.
That's 7 players
He's
for,
for one. Fuck, is he Carmelo? First of all, like the Knicks trade Carmelo.
Carmelo.
I mean, McDavid is like way better than Carmelo. Like,
Yeah, he's way
like, this
better
is
than
not
Carmelo.
even close. Like, it would be huge.
It's like-
but yeah, like it's just
It'd
not.
be like getting LeBron James.
Yo, literally, it is like getting LeBron James.
yeah.
But, I
So
mean,
why
it's
not just do it?
Because it's not a good idea, dude. You have a great team right now. You're gonna blow up a team for some asshole from Edmonton.
Whoa.
Also,
Yeah,
Edmonton
yeah.
would never
From
do it.
Asshole is what he is, dude. Because wasted talent. Honestly, he's a great player. He's got to do better. Honestly, they'll have to do better over in Edmonton. Like I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's wrong with the team because they have the best players in the team. I understand they have no goaltending and they have shy defense, but it's like, dude, why don't you have that figured out? Like, how do you not have like a better defense? Like what are we doing?
They'll win the West this year.
No, they're not gonna.
Tony, did you give a?
Write it down.
Did you pick the Carolina?
Yeah, why?
No, I was just
The Canes?
You were just saying it was a bad pick.
no, I was just wondering.
Do you think it's a bad pick?
No, I'm not. I'm not in charge of that. You can think about your own picks your own way.
No, yeah, I know. I made it. It's locked in. I'm asking you. Do you
I was
think it's a bad pick?
wondering if you took Carolina. Then I asked you. You said yes, and that's
You got a little
I know.
defensive.
And then, but now I'm just asking your opinion. Do you think that's a bad pick? You think they're going
I
to beat
don't-
the Flyers?
I don't. That's not my job.
I'm just asking you a question. It's not going to affect my call. Like I'm still going with the Hurricanes no matter
I
what.
think it's a great pick.
and I did take the Avalanche, by the way, Tony. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, I know. I remember you say that, but then we got caught up in the comments. and everything like that,
But
too.
I'm
It
going
was
to
pretty
say
crazy.
5-4. I think it's going to be close. Ducks have played well. Maybe Vetrano hits the back of the net, but I think the Avalanche will edge out the Ducks here at home.
Yeah, no,
Let's
I
go.
totally agree here. Matthew Gabriel says, Tony, I thought you'd be more enthused about the cigar. Dude, I am hyped, honestly. I really am. I got cigars in my little humidor case. I'll bring, dude. It's going to be sick. Yes, official invite, dude. No. Like, I'm there Saturday night. I got nothing going on. Sorry, excuse me. The Bluetooth is acting haywire, so mute that. And then chairman of the company, I don't know who this is, says Tony talks too highly of everyone, he says.
I think he's being sarcastic.
I think he's trying to say that
so highly.
So highly of
Oh.
everyone?
He's being
Oh,
sarcastic.
because I'm saying McDavid's some asshole?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, dude, there's no reason to give up the whole team for Connor McDavid. Alexis Lafreniere has better stats than him so far in the season.
Stop.
Does he not?
He was also out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was
McDavid?
also out for 2 weeks.
So what?
Well, that makes a big difference.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah,
How
I
big
think
of a
I think
difference,
it's what happens in those 2 weeks that they.
All right, so let's go
play
the
games.
next 2 weeks. Let's see who has more points.
All right.
Lafreniere or McDavid. Next 2 weeks. What's today?
Gaetanos.
Gaetano's on it. All right, so November 15th?
Yeah.
God, I gotta write
Signed
this down.
agreement.
Yeah.
I'm
So
giving
by
a verbal
Thanksgiving Eve.
by Thanksgiving Eve.
Best day of the day. Best day of the
So
year.
by what is that 26th? No. What am I talking about?
Why don't we just do it
29th?
Why don't we just do it after?
No.
2 weeks to 29th.
Why don't we go-
No. Thanksgiving is like is next week.
Yeah. I think
It's
it's
a week
one
from
week.
tomorrow.
2 weeks though. We're going 2 weeks. So it's
Okay,
14
so the-
days. So it's
The
the
Wednesday
29th.
after Thanksgiving.
Wednesday
The 29th.
after Thanksgiving time.
29.
This is not even gonna be close. I almost feel bad, honestly.
You're such a you hate the Rangers. It's so crazy. You're betting against the Rangers right now. You're betting against Alexis Lafreniere.
No.
Like it's so ridiculous.
But
dude.
whoa. But Lafreniere can't have a nice 2-week stretch, but McDavid just do better.
Yeah, you're giving Lafreniere the Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I
treatment
mean,
right now.
yeah. Come on.
No, stop it. I think very highly of Lafreniere, Lonnie.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and you think very highly of Zach Wilson.
I don't think that high.
Similar
I think,
draft pedigree,
I
similar
think-
results.
I think higher of Lafreniere than I do of Zach Wilson.
Well-
That's for sure. Now
Well, yeah, because
I expect more from Lafreniere. Yeah, exactly. So what are we talking about right now?
What are
Just saying, you're comparing him to the best player in the world.
That's right. Who sucks right now?
Okay.
Just saying, dude.
Yeah, just saying.
How many goals do you have? 3.
Also out for 2 weeks.
So what?
Anyway,
He has 2 less points than him.
Okay.
He's out
I was
2
out for
weeks.
2 weeks, so basically he has more.
So basically, no, dude.
Basically,
he doesn't have more.
So
Yeah.
basically
Doesn't
say,
have
you
more,
can
though.
basically say they're even, and you're just betting on Alexis Lafreniere to have more points than Connor McDavid over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
Well,
also.
that is literally the bet. Yes.
Tony's already in Zach Wilson mode. So
Stop
we
it,
can't-
stop
we
it,
can't
stop
talk
it, stop
down.
it,
He is.
stop
Yep,
it, stop
yep.
it.
Don't
Honestly,
even
fucking
discuss it.
ridiculous,
Don't even
dude.
bring it up. Don't even bring it up.
No. I'm gonna let you take the Oilers tonight, so that's fine.
I really wanted you to pick against them, to be honest.
No. I'll take the Canucks rather. Oh, you're cracking. I mean, I don't know. Dude. What would you go in Islanders Canucks?
I would take the Canucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
No, take the Islanders, Tony.
I don't want to take the Islanders, dude. Give me the Canucks. We know about him. Kuzmenko, Pedersen, Boozer. I forgot how you say his name.
Boozer.
Brock.
Boozer.
Carlos
Brock
Boozer.
Wait,
No, it's Brock.
no,
Carlos
it's
Boozer.
Brock Bozer.
Brock Bozer. Demko. Give me the Canucks
Thatcher.
here. Thatcher. Actually, Vancouver at home only
Thatcher
minus
ride.
165. I think honestly is kind of a fade on Vancouver. It should be honestly a heavy favorite for the Canucks. Hammer the Canucks tonight. 5-0-1 at home. Have not lost in regulation. So give me the Canucks winning this game. I would say 4-2.
All right.
Go ahead.
Edmonton. Yep. Chuck Knobloch, new coach there. And they've won their last 2. Why not make it 3? McDavid's happy. That's the important part. I know that's tough to do, right, Tony? From all your one-on-one
hurts
experience with him.
Have you seen the interviews, dude? He's not happy at all.
You know what?
And Draisaitl
You're playing into it.
Stop
though,
putting
Tony.
words in his mouth, Tony.
I didn't say he said anything. I'm just saying he's not happy. Based
How do you
on
know
what he
that?
said? Because what he said, I'm not
He also
happy.
is such like a
It's not good.
low, like monotone person that just like you always think. He's not happy.
Dreisaitl's
No,
the
that's
asshole, not
ridiculous.
McDavid.
Draisaitl is the asshole, but McDavid is also just like, nothing's good. Like this is not like we can't be doing this. He's clearly displeased. Like he's not
Yeah, but you can obviously he's displeased. The team sucks.
right. So he's not happy.
What is he supposed to be pumped up?
No,
Yeah.
but you asked me how would I know he's not happy? I'm telling you how I know he's not happy.
But you're, I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah,
Tony.
you
I
guys
don't-
are both.
I don't
You
guys
guys
really.
are never on the
Tony,
table
I need a
again.
full
Never on
breakdown
the table again.
Out of you of out of the scuffle last night, the Draymond scuffle.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Oh
put him in
my
a
God.
he put him in
Like
a
a headlock,
He put him in a
dude.
headlock.
Freaking.
I wish
Bellator.
Draymond would just retire.
Dude, I saw the memes of like Draymond in like the UFC ring, and he's like putting McGregor in one.
Dude,
It's
how
great.
many times I put this guy has so many technical fouls and ejections? Like what are we doing with him?
do you
Is
think
there any discipline
He's out
in
for
the
10
NBA?
games. He's gonna be out for 10
Draymond?
Oh,
games.
he is actually
No,
gonna
no, not confirmed, but ESPN. That's all. Like it's probably gonna
they're
be 10 games.
suggesting?
Yeah.
Do you like him like on TNT or
Oh
not?
my god, I absolutely hate Draymond.
Yeah, no, I know. Me too. It's brutal.
I absolutely.
It's brutal. It's
hate
like
him.
shut up. Nobody
He's
cares.
the worst.
Like you're yesterday. You're not right now. Like
Dude,
right,
so-
Tony, or no?
No, I do agree, but it's so funny. I don't know. I think it really is all an act, dude. Because Manny shot or
Thorne?
Manny edited a video that the other production company he works for. They went to Tokyo with Draymond Green. I followed his family around, interviewed him and stuff. And I watched that documentary, that little short, and it was like, I don't know, it was pretty cool to see Draymond Green act like a normal human being, like an adult.
Yeah, but that's just
Yeah, but
fake for
every
the
And
camera.
you think it's fake for the camera? Or you think the NBA?
I think
thing
he's
is
the
just
biggest.
fake
No,
for the
I think he's the
NBA?
biggest phony in the world.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, he's
'Cause,
not tough.
I
Dude,
hate
he
him.
was like talking wine
His podcast.
Yeah,
for
well, he-
like 15 minutes.
I think the only
bro.
reason
Like,
he's talking wine
the
is because he's
worst.
crying like Matt Ryan over Zach
Yes.
Wilson. Okay.
Yes.
oh wow, dude. Well, Matt Ryan.
Love you, buddy.
No, dude.
But speaking to that, yeah, I already said, but yeah, Oilers, Knobloch. I think McDavid hat trick for Tony. I'm gonna say 5-2 over the Kraken. Last thing here, and I usually I'm on top of this, but I didn't realize last night was the Champions Classic. Did you catch any of that college basketball? Kentucky, Kansas, Duke.
I was locked
Michigan
in all night last night.
Really?
All night,
All
betting
night,
on every
baby.
college basketball game. Locked in from 6 o'clock to 9. Providence played at 6. Huge win for the Friars.
They blew out Wisconsin, or
25-point win against Wisconsin. The bench came in and cut down to like 15.
what happened to the boat days? Like they just aren't that good anymore.
I don't know, dude.
Is Greg Gard still the coach?
Yeah, still the coach there. The thing is, our new system now there, we're very early in the shot clock. Yeah, very early in the shot clock. And then Wisconsin, very low in the shot clock defensive team. The minute we got to 10-0, they could not come back. And then after that game, I mean, I'm telling you, Tony, I know you're not a big basketball fan, but if you want to watch pure basketball, I mean, get into college basketball. Last night, the Marquette, Illinois game was pure entertainment last night.
Oh, yeah?
Like basketball, pure entertainment. Fantastic up and down. And then Kansas, Kentucky was also pure entertainment. College basketball was great last night. Hit some shekels on it. It was good. Really good game.
UConn 3-0.
UConn 3-0 didn't cover minus 45.5 last night.
I don't know who they're gonna play, but they have some mini tournament going on at Madison Square Garden on Monday. So I'm gonna see them in action. Actually,
Oh, that's
I'm actually
sick.
kind of riled. Yeah.
That's gonna be great.
But I see Cam Spencer transfer led them in scoring last night with 25 points, and I just wanted to see to where he played before. Okay, I guess he was at Rutgers last year, and then Loyola Maryland.
Oh, he's a grad student.
But UConn,
cool.
I mean, seems like they're strong again, and it's so funny. Like going to last year, we were talking about this. Even really going into the tournament, there was a lot of pressure on Hurley. You know, he'd been there, good pedigree, hadn't done anything, and then just out of nowhere, they absolutely just demolish everybody in the field and win the. I just did not see that coming.
They're still going to be very good. I mean, great night for the Big East last night in general. I mean, that conference I really do think is, yes, you have the big teams. You know, you have the Kansas, the Kentuckys, but I think the Big East is really the best.
Top to bottom, most competitive.
The best conference in college basketball. It's a different type of feel. You have those smaller schools that still have massive fan bases who pack out these arenas. I did have one gripe last night, though, with the Kentucky-Kansas game. What a game. What a rivalry. That should not be played on neutral site in Chicago. This is a game that should go back and forth from Allen Fieldhouse to Rupp Arena every year, back and forth. Student sections. Playing it last night at a neutral venue just didn't really.
Because
Didn't really do it for me.
that's the Champions Classic, because it's been an MSG before, and I guess the tournament I'm going to is replace that. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, some of these, and especially because it's early on too. I know you have to do the conference schedules on the stretch, but it would be nice to see them play a little later in the season. Everybody's kind of just getting their
where
feet
the game
wet.
really matters, where it's for the tournament. And
now what do you think Providence, they made the tournament last year. Are they a tournament team again this year?
Oh yeah, I think this is a completely different team.
Yeah.
This is the way they've been playing defensive end. I mean, Wisconsin got nothing done last night on offense. Garway Dual is going to be a lottery pick. The first time Providence has had a lottery pick in a while. This kid is really talented. Only put up 3 points last night. Kind of felt like didn't want to get into his shot. It was a big game on national TV. It felt like he was a little nervous out there. Maybe smooth that out. Bryce Hopkins is going to be a first-team All-Player. Devin Carter. Jaden Pierre has taken a huge step up as our point guard. I mean, I think this is a top 3 team in the Big East. I think this is a Sweet 16 team, at least. This is a very good team. I'm excited to get into conference play. There's nothing better than Big East conference play.
Because what was it? It was one Sweet 16 with Cooley, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
2 years ago. Lost to Kansas in the Sweet 16. Was up by 5 with like 4 minutes left. Could have went to the Elite Eight. Then last year, the Cooley stuff came out.
Kentucky? They've got
Kentucky or Kansas. Last year, they lost to Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they lost in the round of 32 last year to Kentucky. But that was with Cooley already knowing he was leaving. I felt like the team was disconnected. This team this year feels so connected already, and I'm just I'm excited for the season.
And it's crazy too, and it's fortunate. It seems like they got the new coaching hire right, because I was nervous because I had talked to you about this before, but my sister had went there a while ago, and you look at it. I mean, every Welsh and Keno Davis and all those guys who had come in that just did a absolute atrocious job. So he brought some stability. I know obviously it ended poorly, so you got to hope that this guy can be there as long as he was, or even a lot longer, because isn't he only in his 30s?
Yeah, he's only 34. My goal is Cooley left this job because he thought Georgetown was a bigger job. I want Kim English to bring this team to like elite status, like Elite Eight, maybe a Final Four, where this is his job, like kind of like he's gonna be here for a long time. And I mean, it's only been 3 games in, but he's looked great. I love what he says in the media, and that's a huge thing nowadays with coaches. Like, he's always saying the right things. Seems like he's very close with his players, and it was great to see Georgetown lose to Holy Cross at home the other day. So that was great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been a dumpster fire for what, 8 years, 9 years, even longer than that, honestly. So the old Big East days with Georgetown seem like lifetimes ago. So we'll see if he could turn that around at all. But so college basketball, Tony, we'll get into it a little bit, I'm sure, at some point. Man. The tournament, you get riled, though.
Tournament's great.
You're always into the tournament, Tony.
Betting on the tournament.
I don't know, dude. Again, even like last year, I tried to get into the tournament, and it's just like.
But I thought Jay was like, "Yeah, man," and like you were kind of fired up.
No. Yeah, going home and watching it with Jay, and it's cool that it's like separated on the weekends and stuff. It's not like really during the week as much, right? At all.
Only the first round.
Oh yeah. So it's like that's cool that it's like you have something to look forward to on the weekends. There's always something to watch in terms of sports, and it's cool and all. But I mean, I don't know. I would like to get more into, again, it's just like a lot. It's overwhelming, and I like individual players' storylines. And I feel like you really don't hear that as much until we get to the latter parts of the tournament, But obviously, that's just also me. Like, I'm not in deep on college basketball to begin with. So
I mean, it just depends on like what. If you think the product in the NBA is bad, and you like watching basketball, it severely blows out like the actual. Yes, it doesn't have the exact same skill. The ISOs, the players are not as skillful, but the game, the intensity, the diving on the floor, the sets, it's like if you watched the Illinois Marquette game last night, it was in back and forth, dunks, putbacks, blocks, and then it's always good. I think like about college basketball is you have young kids making mistakes too, which somehow like adds to it. It's like, oh, this kid.
I mean, listen, I really love the sport of basketball. I think it's a really fun sport to watch and play, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, and college is great too. Like, if the game is on, like, I'm into it. But other than that, like, there's not like a lot of juice
but
coming
Michael
in,
could attest to this. I think the biggest problem is UConn the past 20 years has been one of the best programs in the country, and Connecticut, that's an issue for you. So I think that ruins it for you, to be honest.
Wait, what? Wait.
Michael,
pump the fucking brakes here. Yeah, what are you saying?
I'm saying you can't get into college basketball because UConn is one of the best teams, and that you don't like something positive for the state of Connecticut.
Dude, you're really
why don't you become a
this
Wagner
point, dude.
fan?
That is ridiculous.
So you're saying you were happy that UConn won the championship last year?
I would be a St. John's fan, probably. I guess.
But that's more to my point, though. You weren't happy that they won the title.
I could care less. I don't follow.
That
has nothing to do, dude. Why don't I come in a Providence fan?
No,
dude?
because since I've liked Providence, Tony can't either. So that's
again. I mean, Brian can't pick. It's the same thing. Providence, UConn. It's like Rangers, Oilers, Rangers, Oilers, dude. It's the same thing.
But you keep saying Oilers, Tony. Do you really not realize that was 3 years ago? It was 3 years ago.
Providence, UConn. Who do you got?
UConn.
He said UConn.
Oh,
yeah, I said I'm a UConn fan, a Providence admirer.
Yeah, Brian, it's like me I have a soft spot for guess who? Syracuse.
Oh, right.
Because I went to a bunch of camps there when I was young. Carmelo, the whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, but UConn and Syracuse match up.
You're all UConn, but if Syracuse has a standardone game, you're always going for Syracuse.
And like North Carolina is another one of those teams.
Exactly.
For me, Jordan,
the pedigree, Tobacco Road.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a chance, Tony. Don't be so such short-sighted and just think about Connecticut and Staten Island all day.
This is like 3 years in the making. What do you mean? I've tried to get. It has nothing to do with UConn. However paranoid Brian is. But I don't know. I just don't. It's just college basketball again. Like there's a million games on yesterday. Am I ever gonna follow all these games?
They're
No.
outstanding though.
I'm not gonna be following all these games, dude.
Yeah, but that's why you
that's
do
the
your
one
homework.
reason. That, again, do my homework.
Yeah, we had
That's
1
the
versus 17 last night.
That's the one reason why I don't get into college sports, because between football and basketball, there's a million fucking teams, a million fucking tournaments, brackets, whatever. And I'm not. There's even more players to all these teams. It's just too much for me, man. Like I like hockey, I like baseball. Professional is cool. There's a limited number of teams, and this is it, dude. Again, I'll watch.
We're gonna put a damper on it.
No. I'm just telling the truth. I'll watch the games. I'll root for Kansas State. Whoever you want me to root for, I'll
Kansas
root for.
State. Who's
Brian.
talking about Kansas State?
Who's
No,
talking about
Kansas
State?
State.
I'm not going to
That's our next game. Our next game is Kansas State.
I will dress up like a goddamn friar and go out to the bars. Okay, dude. How about that?
The scariest mascot in college.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd like
All
to
right,
see you
I'll do
it.
that.
Let's
dude.
do it.
But the second someone asks me, who's your favorite player? I don't fucking know. I
Bryce
just like
Hopkins, it's not that hard.
Frank Hopkins. Yeah. Oh, the heritage, dude. The history of Providence.
No, but,
Providence.
and honestly,
Dave
I know
Gavitt.
Michael knows this too, and obviously Riley does. It's just the thing that makes it great is like the regular season games, especially like the conference games. The crowd is so
it's
into it.
so
The
good.
players are so into it. It's just so exciting.
The
That's what
student
makes it great.
sections.
The
The
passion.
student sections.
That's what it's all about.
Diving on the floor. The tight games, the defense. Like it's not like all the
Yeah.
shootouts. And I mean, I watched Indiana miss a 90. Wisconsin missed like 25 threes last night. I enjoyed every single minute of it.
And if you were there, Tony, you'd be the first one leading the charge, rushing the court.
If I was there, yeah. I
Sit
mean, that
courtside
sounds fun.
next week.
Sure, dude.
Providence Lehigh.
A couple on the way out here. Tony?
Yes, hot take Johnny says Zach Wilson trash. Waffy is good, not even close. And then I guess Wani had some more there. Hold on. Wani says, wait, why was my name just said there? Oh, because I was talking highly of someone actually. And he goes, Tony, you always calling some player a chief or a rat or an asshole. Oh, a lot of people out there are chiefs, rats, and assholes. Not necessarily in that order.
Not Connor McDavid.
He says
or
just
you
not
can-
nice, Tony. I mean, it's just I say it like it is. And then he quotes me, I'll take the crack. Did I say that for
Yeah,
Kraken?
about the Kraken.
That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Crackheads.
I'll take the crackheads. And then he's loving your scud against Matt Ryan. Yeah, no, Brian's scud is cool, but when Tony scuds is not cool.
because it
dude.
was funny.
And then Matt
Way
Gabriel
less.
says Big East is so dope. And then Matt Gabriel also says, great to have it back. It's not the old one, but it's damn close.
Mhm.
It is damn close.
It is getting really close.
Yeah.
There you go.
So good stuff, huh?
Great
That's-
stuff.
What are you gonna do later? Just watch some college basketball when you
Yeah.
home?
I can send you some games.
Yeah,
You need
sure,
links?
dude.
You need passwords?
Let's go, dude. I would.
The Gavitt
I
tip-off
got
games are
nothing,
still
dude.
going. Big 10 versus Big East till Thursday.
Let's go, dude. I love the Big Ten. How many teams in the Big Ten?
More
14.
Than 10.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
And then I guess what it'll be? Is it gonna be 18?
It's going to be like 18. Yeah.
Because of the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look out for that, Tony. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Keep your eyes
we're,
peeled.
We're gonna expect a full synopsis tomorrow of
Yeah,
today,
every single game.
tonight's
Every single
basketball
game,
games.
dude.
The first one, 6:00, Campbell at
Yeah.
Virginia Tech. That's very
Yes,
compelling.
yes,
Let's go,
Lions
dude.
was set
Yep.
at 21.5 for BT.
Yeah,
And then we
dude.
finish off a doozy, 10:30, Morgan State at Fresno State. Let's
Wow.
go, Tony.
Wow, Fresno State, baby.
18.5 point
18 and a half.
favorite.
See,
You know,
take,
Morgan State better than night plus 18.5.
yeah,
Do it.
Take it. And then
Dude,
you're
Do it,
into
dude. Just do it.
Morgan State was my safety school, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like you just say that about every school.
Yeah, I do, because it's like, what the hell are we talking
But it's
about?
not
right now,
funny, Tony.
dude?
We heard
it's
it
kinda
before.
funny. Riley hasn't heard it.
But look, Lonnie on the same page. Exactly. B Scud was funny, not rude. See, there you go. There you
Really?
go.
No, that's cool if you want to say that. That's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever.
Honestly, though, what a day, huh? Tony? What a
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
No?
Great show.
that's
Yeah.
all right.
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Biggest actor.
Theo Phil.
Craziness.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe he did that. You just
Yeah.
jumped behind him and put him in a.
Aren't you sick of it though? Or you? I don't know. You
Wasn't that the
like him though, or
Bonita?
something?
Well, he defended. Apparently, Steve Kerr said, "What's his name? The big man choked Steve.
Gobert?
Gobert choked
Clay.
Clay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
But,
put
I'm
his
just
hands
saying,
around
just
his neck
in
like this,
general,
Tony.
though, you like him. You like
No,
hearing him?
I mean, I don't. I never really liked him. Actually,
Yeah.
I just understand. I like Pat Bev. Basically, I wish he was more like a Pat Bev, who was like respects the game more.
Yeah.
Like he respects the game a lot. Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Draymond is so just like a dirty player. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Enough though. We don't need him on TNT with Barkley. You know, It's too
That
much.
stuff's crazy. You're in the league still.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But that's the NBA, of course. But once again, would like to thank everybody for tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, merch at downtimetv.com. Shout out to the company. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.